Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Alison, and in this video we're going to be looking at eczema and the type of exclusion diets you can temporarily try, very important, temporarily try with the aid and help of a professional, whether that be a GP, a naturopath, homeopath or a dietitian. Let's get started. If you are someone who has recurring eczema and you've tried the natural route and still aren't seeing a massive change or much of a change, there's a couple of things you can look at. Now that is the FODMAP diet and the low histamine diet. And both of these should only ever be done short term, otherwise you could end up with a lot of issues with your nutrition, which is why it needs to be done with the help of a professional. Now FODMAPs stands for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides and monosaccharides and polyols. And they are foods that are naturally high in sugars, even if they are from natural foods. These become an issue for the body because your small intestines absorb them really poorly. There are several symptoms of people who have issues with FODMAPs. These can be digestive issues, diarrhea, constipation, vomiting, but also, and most importantly when it comes to what we're doing on this video, eczema. Now when it comes to the healthy foods, the kind of foods we are expected to eat when you're on a healthy food eating diet, you're going to be surprised to know that things like apples and pears are on the high FODMAPs list. Onions and garlic are also, but the usual suspects like gluten are also on there, and milk, so keep away from those. So this is why you need to make sure you've got the help of a professional when it comes to the high FODMAP foods. So in order to look after yourself temporarily to help your skin, you need to look at the low FODMAP diet. Now the kind of good stuff when it comes to low FODMAP foods are things like broccoli, beans, carrots, cauliflower, chickpeas, and even though corn is on there as a low FODMAP, I personally don't eat corn unless it's organic because it can be genetically modified, and in fact most corn is, unless it specifically says it's organic. You're looking at things like parsnips, tomatoes, and even turnips. So there is a lot to choose from. Again, when it comes to fruit, you have bananas, blueberries, grapes, kiwi. There's a massive list of the foods that you can have. So again, down below, I'm going to stick in something in the description so you can actually go to that website. Now, you meat eaters will be happy to know that the only meats that you shouldn't be eating, because they are high FODMAP, are processed meats and smoked meats. And you're okay eating things like beef, chicken, pork, turkey, all those usual suspects are fine, they're good to go. That now leads me on to histamines and the histamine diet. So for anyone who suspects they might be having problems with foods that are high in histamines, you need to know this. First of all, the body produces histamines, but not a large amount. What experts have found is that people who have problems with eczema and histamines is because they have an overproduction of histamines coming from the gut. Now, that's where the gut and eczema are intrinsically linked, obviously, as in the gut and the skin. So if this is the case, you need to use the expert's advice and temporarily follow a low histamine diet. So that includes not having things like alcohol and certain nuts like peanuts, cashews, pistachios, almonds, and also, dare I say it, even though normally chocolate is okay if it's not the cheap type which has got loads of milk in there and sugar in there, on a low histamine diet you need to temporarily stop eating chocolate as well. Now you do have the usual suspects which are high in histamines, like salty and sweet snacks, like the rubbishy, crappy foods, and also ready meals. And also, believe it or not, something as simple as rice vinegar. So depending on what you use in your cooking, have a good look at your vinegars. I personally, when I'm cooking now, I use apple cider vinegar, the organic type, and I don't use rice vinegar too much. So again, I'm going to leave a link below so you can have a look at the list of low histamine and high histamine foods. What you do need to know is that most fruits are okay except for, I think, some berries and citrus fruits, and most vegetables, not including tomatoes, spinach and the eggplant / aubergine, all the rest are good to go. So like I said, use that link below, go to the website and have a look. But in the interim, call your doctor or call that health practitioner and get an appointment with them to find out if you even need to follow this low histamine diet. This video was short and sweet because we were being very specific and looking at the FODMAP diet and the low histamine diet. But I hope you found it enjoyable. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification so you'll know when the next video is coming out. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.